You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time. Sooner or later God cut you down, sooner or later God cut you down. Go tell that long-tongued liar, go tell.
Welcome to Aberystwyth. For all my Aberystwyth friends who are watching this, you'll recognise exactly where we are. It's somewhere we call affectionately W.A.G Island, and the W.A.G is the acronym for Welsh Assembly Government buildings. Just over there, there's a big building, and this is the road that goes around it. So it's about 1 kilometre in length, give or take, and this is where I'm going to do today's sub-threshold session. Today's session is 6 by 6 minutes sub-threshold, all off 90 seconds. I've just finished my warm-up and the warm-up went exceptionally well. I'll just show you this now. So 4.51 kilometres. What I do in my warm-ups, I've got a set routine where it's basically a progression with some strides at the end, and I run to feel, to intensity, and the distance I travel is a kind of indicator of how well I'm feeling. And I've just run the furthest I've ever run on that warm-up, and it's quite windy today, so I'm hoping today's going to be a good session. It's really warm, hence the singlet. So I'm going to start off aiming to keep these paces just under 4 minutes and 5 a kilometre. I'm going to be keeping a good watch at my heart rate because it's really warm and that could tend to rise a bit. So let's see how we get on. Let's go for a run. Okay, here we go. Good satellite signal, the heart rate monitor's connected. Let's go for a run. That's the first one done, and I'm actually having to really hold back. I'm finding this really easy today. Heart rate got to 154 I think then, and that was sub 4 minutes a kilometre. Two down. And 3:59, and I really had to back off then because I looked down at my watch at the start and I was doing 3:45 a kilometre. Not good. But I've got some amazing shoes on. See if you can guess what they are before I show them at the end. .159 on the heart rate, but the effort's still quite low. That heart rate is high because of how warm it is now. That sun's come out and it's really starting to heat up. There we go. That's number 4 done, is it? 158 heart rate, and that were a 3:58. This is going exceptionally well. What a difference it makes running on flat ground. But it is baking up today. Five down, and that's all the hard work done, because the last one never counts. This session has gone absolutely fantastic. Wow, I'm so pleased with this. Session done. 6 by 6 minutes, and I'm pretty sure each and every one of them was done at an average that pace under 4 minutes a kilometre. That was exceptional. I think that's the best session I've done yet on the Norwegian singles training. That's brilliant. Yes, I am so pleased with that. It became obvious very quickly that 4 minutes and 5 a kilometre just wouldn't be enough today on this flat ground. I would have been kind of jogging it round rather than working at sub-threshold. So I increased the pace. Have a look at the data. Each and every one of them was 3 minutes and 58 seconds a kilometre as an average pace for those intervals, except for number 2. Number 2, I did back off by a whole second and get a 3 minutes 59. So I am ecstatic with that. That's the best session I've done on the Norwegian singles. That's a massive, massive improvement over anything I've done before. And it was just one of those days when everything just felt right. Even though we got a bit of wind today, it is quite blowing going up this way. That weren't holding me back. So let's show you the shoes. I did mention them on one of the intervals to see if you could guess what I was wearing. And today I wore the Xtep 160X 3.5 Pros. Huge, great big long name, but absolutely amazing shoe. Every time I wear these shoes, they just get better and better and better. I wore these for the Hereford 5k race last week, and I've got to be honest, I'm going to have to put my my Puma Fast-R's on just for a comparison, because at the moment I don't think there's much in it, if there's anything in it at all. But that's me done for now. Obviously we're in Aberystwyth, so I don't have to rush back and get changed for work, but I do have a cool down to do, and then I do have to go over and see my boy who's in university year. So that's me done for now. Until tomorrow's 60 minutes easy run, I'll see thee. Hey up everybody, welcome to Friday morning, and look at this, we're out at 7 o'clock in the morning in a singlet. It is beautiful today. This is going to be such an enjoyable run. Let's go enjoy it. So today's run is 60 minutes easy, and same as always, before I left the house this morning, I was mindful of the objectives for today's run, and that is recovery, because yesterday was an absolutely fantastic session. Really went well, but it's obviously hard work and the body needs to recover. So just nice and gentle today. So have a look at this, 114 beats a minute and 112 average. Nice and easy, no drama, just enjoying this sunshine. While I'm running today, I'm trying to think where we're going to go tomorrow for Parkrun, because I've got a sub-threshold run to do, and I can do that on any parkrun, any course, whether it's flat or hilly, it makes no difference. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get Mrs. A up to decide, and I don't think that's going to work, because the answer I'm going to get continually is I don't mind, you decide, I don't mind, you pick it. Let's see what happens. There we go, run finished. Oh, I really enjoyed that one. It's so nice to get out when the weather's like this. It really is spoiling me. But I put all the data on the screen, but I will show you the watch. So we've got 10.39 kilometers, and that's at a really low intensity. Today was all about recovery, and my average heart rate was 115 beats a minute, which is right towards the bottom end of my easy range. My range is 113 beats a minute right at the bottom and 133 at the top. So anywhere between that, that's my easy run. So I've got to go home, I've got to get myself cleaned up and ready for work. But before I go, I will show you the shoes. And today I had the Dynafish Xiaonian on because I hadn't worn these for a while, and I really wanted to get them on my feet and get them out in this nice weather, because they are my favourite shoes. I'm absolutely loving these, and the mileage is racking up. I am going to do a high mileage review at some point. I'll drop the little current mileage on the screen now, but I've got to get going. So until tomorrow's parkrun, I'll see thee. Hey up everybody, welcome to Saturday morning, and that can only mean one thing. It's parkrun day, and today we're doing a bit of tourism. We're through at Queenswood Country Park today, and we've picked a good day for it because this course is renowned for being an absolute mud fest. But we've picked a nice sunny day so we can wear as road shoes. As usual, I'm not going to be going absolutely all out. I'm going to try my best to keep to sub threshold, but there is a hill on here that has been called Cruella de Hill because it's apparently a beast, and we've got to do it twice. So let me get this warm up done. I'll see you at the start line. So have a look at that, 152. Actually going a bit too easy. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. What we got? Number 8, lucky 8. What a lovely park run that is. Really enjoyed that one. I'll put the stats on the screen. I stuck to plan. I kept it sub-threshold. It would have been really, really fun to let the gloves off on that one and give it some beans. But we've got a long run tomorrow. I'm not going to ruin any future runs just for the selfish pleasure of smashing out a fast park run. But cracking day. I'll show you the shoes, and it's sub-threshold day, so you can guess that I've got on the Leaning Fedium 5 Challengers, because these are just absolutely perfect for those sub-threshold efforts. And to be honest, you can use them for anything. They are like just a fantastic shoe. But that's it all done now. I'm going to do one more lap as a warm down. So until tomorrow's long run, I'll see you. Hey up everybody, welcome to Sunday's long run. And today we've got something completely different to last week. If you remember last week's run, we did the Diamond of Death, which was that incredibly hilly loop. Today we're on the Montgomery Canal. I'm going to run from Welshpool all the way to Newtown, and I'm bringing you along with me. So let's go have a run. So a little bit of thought's gone into today's run. It's bank holiday weekend, and it's also the first really hot weekend of the year in the UK, where the temperatures are going to get quite high. And if you look where we are, the sun is the other side of those trees. So for most of this run, I'm going to be in the shade, which is absolutely bliss when it's a baking hot day like today. Oh look, a great big hill. Another great big hill. There we are, we got to the top. I've just had my nutrition alert, so it's time to have some more of the Goran Special. This soft flask has got 80 grams of granulated sugar in. So every half hour I'm going to have half of this, giving me 40 grams fuel. So let's get this fuel in and this run done. Let's see if we can get across this road. This is really busy here. There we go, just like that. I'm looking forward to getting in that shade. It is baking hot now. Well, that's the fuel all taken on, another 40 grams. And somebody asked after last week's long run, does it actually work? And the answer is it works very, very well. Right, we're coming to the end of the run now. It's taken a little bit longer than what I estimated it, but I have been running a lot slower than what I thought it would be because of how warm it is. I'm just going over the new bridge now. If you're watching this, Jack, your Strava segment's safe. I'm not taking it off you today. I'll let you have it a little bit longer. Well, there we go. Run finished. We did 19.52 kilometres and let's have a look at the time. 1 hour 54. So a little bit longer than what I thought. An extra 10 minutes more than what I wanted to do, but it's done. I'll put all the data on the screen for you. That's going to show all the heart rate, the distance and the time taken and everything like that. But that's another week done. Back to my normal mileage now. It's not a race week. I'll put the weekly distance on the screen as well. The shoes. It's a Sunday. It's a long run. So today I went for the Dynafish Xiaonians in the still white colourway with a pair of ankle monkey socks because it's baking today. It is seriously hot. But that's it done now. I'm going to find a long drink, nice ice cold drink of something non-alcoholic because I don't drink. And that's it for this week. So until tomorrow's easy run, I'll see you.